The U.S. Secretary of State, Antony J. Blinken, in a press statement dated 31st August 2023, announced visa restrictions to specific unnamed individuals who allegedly contributed to undermining democracy, rigging of electoral process, and more in Sierra Leone's June 2023 elections. But how does the government of Sierra Leone view the action? Solomon Jamiru is the press secretary, Office of the President at State House.
We believe that having a travel restriction at this point doesn't quite situate within what we consider to be the justifiable narrative. This is the most peaceful election we've had in post-conflict Sierra Leone. This is the election that was validated by the Commonwealth, validated by African Union, validated by ECOWAS, and we have other players as well. We are very clear on the legitimacy emanating from the elections. We're very clear about the fact that President Julius Maada Bio is the popular choice of the people. We're very clear on the fact that his legitimacy has not been questioned as the laws provide for. He was duly elected and pronounced by Section 42, subsection 3 of the Constitution, by Section 54 of the Public Elections Act. If anyone had any issue with the legitimacy or otherwise, then the laws provide for some kind of a petition to be filed in the Supreme Court. No such recourses took place. Maybe this decision doesn't quite depict the efforts that we have made as a people. But as I said, we have to accept it as a sovereign decision, and we should be able to engage with the United States government. It's a diplomatic and bilateral relationship that we cherish. They are a major development partner. They have been supporting Sierra Leone in a wide range of programs.
He further said that the government made significant strides in upholding democracy and human rights by repealing the seditious libel law, death penalty, adoption of the Gender Empowerment Bill, fight against corruption, among others. But it seems like the action came as a surprise.
We don't quite know what the scope is. We don't quite know who those individuals are, and we don't know across what spectrum. Is it government? Is it civil society? Is it opposition? We don't quite know. But once you say travel restriction on Sierra Leone, as a government, we are concerned. This is not the kind of development we would savour as a government and as a people. But be that as it may, we consider this to be the sovereign prerogative of the government of the United States. And all we can do now at this point is to engage diplomatically and otherwise and ensure that this decision is revised at the earliest opportunity.
Is this proclamation in a way compromising the long-standing relationship between Sierra Leone and the United States?
In the chain of relationships, the United States government would always stand out as a major bilateral and development partner. So that's something that would always jealously guard. So we don't want to view this decision and start overstretching beyond its justifiable parameters. We believe that this is a power exercised within their Immigration and Nationality Act. We are not confrontational with it. It's a sovereign government that has taken a sovereign decision. We just believe as a government that we have done so much, to consolidate our democratic dividends. We've done so much to nurture peace. We've done so much even for the just concluded June 24 elections, the most peaceful in Sierra Leone's post-conflict history.
The public affairs officer at the U.S. Embassy in Freetown, Sarah Van Horn, in a virtual press conference, clarified that there are U.S. visa restriction waivers for certain events in the United States of America, and that the UN General Assembly this month might be one of the exceptions. She encouraged the media to counter misinformation and disinformation in reporting on the visa policy restrictions. Salifu Chorno Kamara, AYV News.